7.1.2. The net electrostatic force between an electron placed at point X is 0. So the net force is 0. Calculate the distance in centimeters between Q1 and point X. Okay, so for 2.1, for 7.1.2, the electrical net force is then equal to 0 newtons at X. So what are we going to do? We are going to work out the force we're going to work out the force between Q1 and X. Okay, and then we're going to work out the force between Q2 and X. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So because they say we need to calculate the distance between Q1 and point X. Alright, so we are going to say then that between Q1 and X, the point is then X centimeters or A centimeters, and then the distance between X and Q2 is then 10 minus the A. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, we have our charges, so we can put it in. So let's start. Sorry, I've made a mistake here. The net force is 0. So let's just put in the rest now. It's equal to 9 times 10 to the power 9, or is it minus 9? Let's just make sure. No, it's just 9. Okay, and then Q1 is 1 times 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, and then we don't know what is charge X over the distance, which is then X squared. Okay, the same for F2. It's 9 times 10 to the power 9. Okay, the charge is 2 times 10 to the power minus 6. Again, this is X. So let's just copy it. And Okay, so there is our Q1x, and if we add our equality sign and we go back to our previous one, okay, so this is what we will then have. So because fnet is equal to 0, we know fqx is equal to fq2x because they are equal. And then if you look at this, you will see that if you do this calculation, the k's will cancel because they are on the same sides. The x's will cancel because they are also on the same sides. So what do we have left at this stage? So at this stage we have left the following. We have 1 times 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, and it's equal to 2 times 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, so this side is x squared, and then we have 0,1 minus x. So what we do is we take over our 0,1 to the other side, and we take our 1 times 10 to the power minus 6, we take it to the bottom. So actually what we are doing, we are cross multiplying and dividing. So this is what we then get. So if we now take the square root on both sides, so we have then 0,1, let's just change the it's 0,1 minus x over x, and this is then the square root. If you take this, it would have been the square root of 2. It's 1 and this comma 4 1 4 2. Okay, so if we cross multiply, we then get 0,1 minus x is then equal to 1, 4 1 4 2 x. Okay, so the x's go over, so we get 2, 4 1 4 2x, and then we have 0,1, so x will then be equal to 0,1 divided by 2, 4 1 4 1 2, then equal to 0, 0 4 1 4 0, 0,04142, and this is in meters. So in centimeters it will be 4, 1 4 2 centimeters. Okay, so there is then question number 7.1.2.